Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Gigabyte Cafe in Atlanta, Georgia, where I will be fighting a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels and a very special guest from Forge the Narrative. We have Paul and Andrew with their Blood Angels and Vostroyans. So, the story that we've got going on here is that this planet, there was discovered some Heresy-era technology, and the Blood Angels and the Vostroyans were sent in to go collect it for further research by the Inquisition. But when they arrived, they found a force of Dark Angels who hadn't declared that they had been there on location, also collecting this technology. And when they confronted them about this, bolts started flying, and needless to say, battle ensued. So we are going to be playing the old school ATC mission. So what we're going to have is we have 5 objectives on the table. Right here. Another one back there. Another one back there. And they're going to be progressive crusade with them. So for at the end of each turn, starting the second turn, you get a point for every one of those that you control at the end of your turn. The beginning of your turn. Sorry, beginning of your turn. Then we are they also have Emperor's Will objectives that will be scored at the end of the game. One right here, and then one right back over in there. And we'll also be doing kill points. So each of those different aspects, winning each of those is going to give you 10 points each. And then we have First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and Linebreaker. So that's the story that we've got going on here and the mission that we're going to be playing. Before we go any further, let's show you the 2 armies that will be fighting out today. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, I have a librarian with a jump pack and a force sword. I have an interrogator chaplain with a jump pack, and I have 2 Primaris lieutenants, one with a power sword and one with a mastercrafted auto bolt rifle. We have 2 5-man tactical squads, one with a melta-gun and one with a grav cannon. We have a 5-man scout squad with camo cloaks and sniper rifles. We have a 10-man assault squad with jump packs and 2 flamers. We have a 3-man Ravenwing Black Knight squad. We have 2 5-man Devastator squads, one with 4 plasma cannons and one with 4 multi-meltas. We have a 5-man Deathwing Terminator squad with an assault cannon. We have 3 Razorbacks, one with twin las cannons, one with twin assault cannons, and one with twin heavy bolters. And last but not least, we have a Venerable Dreadnought with an assault cannon, fist, and underslung heavy flamer. For the Blood Angels, he'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off the detachment, we have Lemartes and a Librarian Dreadnought. We have 3 5-man scout squads, 1 set with bolters, and 2 sets with camo cloaks and sniper rifles. We have a 6-man Death Company squad with jump packs. There are 2 power swords and 1 power fist. And last but not least, we have 3 Razorbacks, each with Las turret. And for the Vostroyans, they will be running a Vanguard and an Outrider detachment. Leading off the Outrider detachment, we have a Primaris Psyker. And we have 5 5-man squads of Rough Riders. And for the Vanguard detachment, we have a company commander. We have 3 10-man veteran squads, each with 3 grenade launchers and an autocannon. We have a 5-man Rattling squad. And last but certainly not least, we have a Malcador Infernus. All right, so those are the armies that are going to be fighting out today. Going over deployment, I have my Black Knights over here. I've got my snipers up in here. I've got my twin heavy bolter Razorback. I promise that's what the the turret is there. I grabbed the wrong bag before I drove, and I'm now 4 hours away from home. Not going to go back and get it. Inside of that Razorback, we have the 5-man Devastator squad with the multi-meltas. I have my 5-man tactical squad down here with the melta-gun. We have my Primaris lieutenant with the power sword. This does have a twin las cannon there. Inside of there is nothing. We got my Venerable Dreadnought. We've got the 5-man Devastator squad with the plasma cannons. We have the Primaris lieutenant with the mastercrafted auto bolt rifle. And over here we have the Razorback with the twin assault cannon turret. And inside of there is the 5-man tactical squad with the grav cannon. In reserves, I've got my assault squad in Deep Strike Reserve. I've got my 2 HQs with the jump packs in Deep Strike Reserve, and my Terminators are in Deep Strike Reserve. Going over deployment now here for the Forge the Narrative guys. We've got a Las Razorback over here with scouts inside with snipers. Las with scouts and snipers. Las Plaz with scouts with bolters. We got the Librarian Dreadnought right here. We got the Rattling Snipers up on top here. We've got one of the veteran squads here. We got one of the Rough Rider squads here. We got the Primaris Psyker there. Another one of the other two veteran squads over here. We've got the company commander and we've got the Malcador. Everything else is in deep shrug reserve or in outflank reserve for the Outriders. So that's the deployment that we've got going on here. Before we go any further, though, as of right now, the Dark Angels will be going first, unless they can seize the initiative, looking for a 6. No, doesn't get it, but they can. We're going to be playing with the Warzone rules because Warzone Atlanta is a GT taking place here that these guys have started up. So, with the help of the General Staff, which is a gaming group here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, Andrew pulls double duty there, so he's in both of them. They are you guys going to spend your command point on it? They're going to spend a command point to try to roll it? Exactly, got to try for that. And it worked! So they seized the initiative with a 6. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Force the Narrative guys here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for Team Force the Narrative here. These guys moved up. He moved, advanced up, right? These guys all moved, but he just advanced. He advanced. These guys moved up. These guys stood still. He advanced up. These guys advanced up. These guys came in from reserves over here, and these guys all moved up this way. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, the Primaris Psyker is going to cast Shield of the Emperor onto him here, and it goes off, so that gives him +1 to his save. All right, and he is going to cast Shield of Sanguinius, looking for a 6. It goes off, so that is a 4-up invulnerable save. 4+ invulnerable save. And now he's going to smite into my sniper scouts over here. So, looking for 5. No, not getting it. That was Psychic Barrier, not Shield of the Emperor, so good to go. So, all right, so starting off, the company commander here is going to give the squad over here, what's the name of that one? It's reroll ones to hit. It's the reroll the ones to hit, so is it fire on my target, take aim or fire on my target, one of those two. One of those two, and then he's going to give run to this squad here so they can have another move and advance during their turn. All right, so now this Razorback here is going to fire his last cannon into him, and he's going to fire the twin plasma into him over here. So he rolled a 3, but he moved, so it's -1, so it's a miss. And then 2 shots of the plasma in the ear, not overcharged, which was a good thing. I know. All right, so now he's going to fire his plasma into them. Last cannon into him. So what are you going to do first? Plasma first into them, hitting on. He did move, right? But it's still hitting on 3. It's a plasma gun, right? Is it plasma cannon or a plasma gun? It's heavy. Yeah. So the 3 hits. Right? No, move. Yeah, but it's plasma guns are not our assault. Yeah, so you got 1. You're good. Wounding on the 3. No wound. And then the last cannon into him, hitting on a. That's a hit. There we go. Wounding on a 3.
Finally got some kind of connection.
That's a wound. 6-up save. No 6-up there. So D6. 4 damage. And now he's going to fire his plasma into this Razorback and the last cannon into this Razorback over here. So we're going to do the plasma first, hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 3, wounding on a 4, but that's a wound. So AP -3, so 6-up. He's good with a fill phase. Woo! And the last cannon is a hit. Wounding on a 3. No wound. They're going to spend a command point to reroll that. Looking for a 3. That's a wound. Looking for a 6-up. No, goes through. D6. 2 wounds. Okay, so all right, so this squad here is going to fire. It's going to fire the autocannon into my Razorback over here, and everything else is going to go to them. So he's going to fire the 3 grenade launchers as frag shots. So he rolled that. So he's got 9 shots from that. All right, hitting on 3s because they're vets. All right. Strength 3, right? So wounding on strength 4? I thought it was strength 3 for that, isn't it? Hold on a second. All right, it is strength 3, so wounding on 5s. All right, so we got 3 wounds. AP, nothing on that. So 3 2-up saves. Failed 2 of them. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll 1 of them. That one's good. So 1 is dead. Now the las guns are firing in here, hitting on 3s because they're vets, so we got 3 hits. Wounding on 5, so no wounds there. And now the autocannon's firing into here, hitting on 3s. Because he moved. So hitting on 4. So they did hit. Strength 7. Yep, wounded on 4s. So we got 2 wounds. AP -1. AP -1. So we've got looking for 4 ups. And I failed them both. So that's
3 ups. Not that it's relevant.
Oh, okay. And then throw
So it's 2 damage.
2 damage each. So he's down to 1 hull point. All right, this squad here is going to fire his autocannon into my Razorback over here, and then everything else into my Devastator squad here. So we're going to go with the grenade launchers first. So they're going to be firing crack grenades in here. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, and that's nothing there. And the las rifles are hitting. So that's all. Those all hit. Wounded on 5s. We got 2 wounds, 2 up saves, and they're good. And then the autocannon, 2 hits, wounding on 4s, got 1 wound, AP -3, right? AP -1, so looking for 4 up. No, failed it. And I spent my command point. So he's dead. Does he explode? No, he does not. But that is First Blood. And this squad over here is going to fire into my devs. So we're going to go with the grenades first, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on strength 6 and wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. AP -1. So looking for 3 ups. And they're good. And the las rifle. So that's 4 hits. Wounding on 5s. Got 3 wounds. Wow, brutal. AP nothing. So looking for 2 ups. And they're good. Woo! And then the autocannon. Did they move? They did not move. So it's 1 hit. Wounding on 3. That's a wound. AP -2. Right? Oh, no, AP -1. Sorry. So looking for a 3 up. And they're good. 3. And the Ratlings are going to fire into my Devastators over here. Hitting on 3s. All right. So we got 3 hits. Wounding on strength 4, right? So wounding on 4s. I got 1 wound. AP nothing. Looking for a 2 up. No, failed that one. Womp womp. And these guys are going to fire their pistols into my Razorback, hitting on 4s, so no hits there. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. On to the assault phase. These guys are going to charge into my Razorback over here, so he's going to fire Overwatch. We got 12 shots with the twin assault cannon, hitting on 6s. All right, so we got 1 hit, strength 6, toughness 3. So looking for a 2. That's a wound. AP -1.
So I need a 6 up save.
6 up save, and he gets it. Brutal. And then their charge distance, looking for 9 inches.
Looking for 9.
No, not getting it. So you going to spend a command point?
I think I'm going to burn a command point.
All right, they're going to spend a command point on that one. Do you want to reroll the 1 or the 4? So here goes. No, back down to a 1. So no charge in there. So that is it for the narrative turn here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. These guys stood still. He stood still. They disembarked and moved up over there. He moved up over this way. He came in here from reserves. These guys moved up over here. He moved up over here. These guys stood still. These guys came in from reserves and they moved up over there. Those guys dropped in right back there in that little triangle of space that they could find. And that is it for the movement phase here for the Dark Angels. We will come back to you after with the psychic phase. So starting the second phase, he is going to cast Smite onto his Malcador there. So looking for a 5. Getting it with a 7. Is he within 24? Yeah, he should be within, right? Yeah. No, he's got to be within, hold on a second. All right, he's actually not within 24 of the Psyker. The Psyker's not within 24. So here comes the D3 wounds. 2 wounds. And then he's going to cast Aversion onto the Ratlings over there. Cool, no! I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that. Are you serious? All right, well, you perils. It does go off, so they're -1 to hit. That's great, but then D3 mortal wounds. Are you serious? 4 fill faces in a row? The dice found a way to make me sad about fill faces. All right, we're going to start the shooting phase with my Venerable Dreadnought. He's going to fire his Heavy Flamer into the Rough Riders over here, and then he's going to fire his Assault Cannon into the Malcador. So we're going to go with the Heavy Flamer first. D6 hits. Hey, 6 hits. All right, let's keep it going. Now I could use the 6s, not when I'm blowing myself up. All right, so these are going to be Strength 5 wounding on 3s. All right, so wow, we'll get that. So that's 6 wounds, AP -1.
6 ups.
So 6 ups. Makes 2 of them. And now the assault cannon is going to fire into the Malcador. The Malcador pops smoke, so he's -1 to hit, and I moved, and it's a heavy weapon, so that's -2 to hit. So he's going to be hitting on 4s. So 6 shots hitting on 4s. I'll take that, pretty good. So 3 hits, exactly statistically average. So strength 6, toughness 8. So looking for 5s to wound. No wounds. All right, so now my Razorback here is going to fire the twin heavy bolters into his Ratlings. So I got 6 shots, hitting on 4s because he moved. All right, statistically average. Strength 5, toughness 2, right? So wounding on 2s. All right, so that is 3 wounds, AP -1, +2 for cover, so looking for +1 to their save. 4 ups. And he makes 1 of them. My snipers are going to fire into his librarian over there. So we got 4 shots, hitting on 3s. All right, so we got 3 hits. Wounding on toughness 7, so looking for 5s to wound. 6s do a mortal wound. Looking for the fill faces. Getting 1 fill face, so 1 mortal wound and then 1 armor save. 3 up. Yep, he's good with that. All right, so these guys are going to fire into the Razorback here. So we got 6 shots with the Plasma Talons, hitting on 3s. Not supercharging. All right. Strength 7, wounding on 4s. Got 1. AP -3, 6 up. No, goes through. All right, now my Terminator's going to fire into his Razorback there. Stormbolt's going to go first. We got 16 shots because they're in rapid fire range there. So hitting on 3s. All right. Yeah, not great. Welcome to Phil Dice. All right. Strength 4, toughness 7, looking for 5s to wound. All right, we got 3 wounds. 3 ups. And they're good. And now the assault cannon is going to fire. Hitting on 4s because he moved. Not great. Not statistically average. Strength 6, hitting on wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound, AP -1, so 4 up. No, so he takes another wound. Talk to me, dude. All right, so now these guys are going to fire into his Rough Riders over here. So we're going to go with the bolter shots first. So we've got 3 rapid firing bolters and a bolt pistol, hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. Strength 4, toughness 3, so wounding on 3s. All right, so we've got 5 wounds, AP nothing.
5 ups.
5 ups. Oh, failed them all. And now the grav cannon is going to fire into these guys over here. So we've got 4 shots coming in, hitting on 4s because he moved.
Very bad. That's the opposite of what is good.
That is the opposite of what I wanted. All right, these guys are going to fire into his Malcador. I am not going to supercharge. So we've got D3 shots each. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, statistically average 8 shots coming in over here. We got hitting on 4s because he popped smoke. All right, those would have been 2 dead if I hadn't. So, all right, pretty good. Strength 7, toughness 8, right? Yep. So wounding on 5s. Oh, with the fill faces. So we got 4 wounds, AP -3.
-3, so
you got +1 for the psychic power, so -2.
So it's -2, so I'm on a 5 up armor.
5 up armor saves. And he makes 1 of them.
3 wounds.
And now my Primaris Lieutenant is going to fire into his Rough Riders over there. So we got 2 shots hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on strength 4, toughness 3, so wounding on 3s. That's a wound. AP 0.
Did these guys fail to reroll the wound with the Primaris when they shot at him?
Oh, they may have. We'll get back to that in a second.
Faces in a 1.
Okay, yeah, we'll get back to that in a second. Hold on. Onto these guys over here.
So I need 1 save.
1 save. A 4?
That's no AP.
No AP.
So they are in cover, obscured.
1 second. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So 1 guy died there because it's 2 wounds from that. So. And now my Razorback here is going to fire his twin assault cannon into these guys over here. So we've got 12 shots. Hitting on 3s because he didn't move. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant these guys here. Sorry. I told them the right one. I told you guys the wrong one. So hitting on 3s. Strength 6, toughness 3, right? So wounding on 2s. All right. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds. AP -1. That was a lot of wounds.
5 ups.
5 ups. So
Go home, Phil, you're
failed 4. Oh man. All right, these guys here are going to fire into his Primaris Librarian there. Or, yes, Primaris Librarian. So 7 guys are in range and they have pistols, so they're going to fire. Hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on toughness 3. Yep. So wounding on 3s. All right, so we got 3 wounds. AP nothing, so AP +1.
So I'm going to have a 4-up save.
4-up save, so 3 4-ups. And they're good. All right, this squad here is going to fire into his Vostroyans back there. Got 3 shots from the bolters, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. You got 2 wounds. 2 guys. They're out, but they're off of the terrain. Hold on. All right, so they're not in terrain, so 2 doesn't make a difference. 2 dead. Why not? So now the interrogator chap is going to fire into the Razorback, yelling the battle cry of "Why not?" Hitting on 3s. That's a hit. Wounding on a 6. No, wounding on a 5. Hey, it's a wound. No, but he's good. All right, so that's it for shooting phase onto the assault phase. My Terminators here are going to charge into his Razorback there. So Overwatch here. We've got the 4 shots from the plasma. 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. AP -3, so 5 up invul save or 5 up regular save.
You take whatever you like.
And I fail it, so 1 wound there. And then the last cannon. No hit there. So they're looking for a 9-inch charge. Oh, I'm gonna spend a command point on that.
Why not?
Yeah, and he gets it. Woo! And now my bikers are gonna charge in. They need a 7-inch charge to get in. Nope. And then my interrogator chaplain is gonna charge in here, needing a 10 inches. Oh, and he gets it. Yes. And now these guys are going to charge into his Vostroyans. Here come the frag shots from the Overwatch for the grenade launchers. So these are going to be hitting on 6s. Whew, got a bunch there. All right, so strength 3, wounding on 5s. No wounds there. So then we've got last shots.
Yep.
All right, hitting on 6s. Got 1 hit. No wound, and then the autocannon does not hit. So they need 9 inches to get in. Oh, man! It really likes to give me the 4. Ugh. All right, so these guys are going to charge into them. They are 3 inches away. So his Overwatch, he did get a wound on there. So looking for a 3-up armor save. Failed that. Boop. So now their charge distance is 3 inches. And they are in. All right, starting off the fight phase, these guys are going to attack into them. So we've got 1 attack each for the regular guys. Sergeant has 2 attacks, and he's got a chainsword. So we got 6 attacks coming in here, hitting on 3s. All right.
Statistically average.
Statistically average. Wounding on 3s. Not statistically average. That's 4 wounds. AP nothing.
5 ups.
5 ups.
Kept the guy alive.
Kept 1 guy alive with 1 wound. All right, so now my Terminators are going to attack into his Razorback there. So the guys with the Power Fist are going to go first here. So we've got 8 attacks from them, hitting on 4s. Okay, re-rolling, but I don't get to re-roll 3s because the modifier comes after. But I do get to re-roll all these 1s and 2s because of the chaplain there. Oh. All right, the 1 more hit, I'll take it. Doubled the amount of hits. Wounded on 3s.
Warhammer.
Oh, okay. And now the sergeant's going to attack. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling. All right, so that's 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. You got 1 wound. AP -3. So looking for a 6-up.
Nope.
No, goes through, so 1 wound. Now my interrogator chaplain's going to attack in. 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. All right, re-rolling because of himself. Into 1.
You know what? I'm feeling pretty
Straight, it feels good. Kissed his bicep and then hit him again. So that's 2 hits. Strength 6, toughness 7, looking for 5s to wound. I got 1 wound. AP doesn't make a difference. All right, so now his guy here is going to attack into my guys. He's got 2 base attacks. +1 for the chainsword. +1 for the horse.
All the profiles are the same. Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. So got 3 hits.
Wounded on 5s.
Wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound. AP nothing. 3-up armor save. He's good with a fill phase. Woo! And his 3 attacks for his Razorback. Hitting on 6. Who are you going to go into?
Oh, the Terminator.
Into the Terminators, and nothing there. So that is it. So that's the end of the turn here. So we'll come back to you with the morale phase. All right, see if he goes. He is dead. And he is also dead. All right. So that is it for the Dark Angels turn here on turn 1. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Force of the Narrative guys. All right, movement phase here for the Force of the Narrative guys. These all came in over here. These guys came in here. They're 9 inches away from them. He fell back around over that way. Then the Librarian moved up over there. These guys disembarked from him before he moved. He moved up over here. He stood still, right? Am I correct? Yeah, he stood still back there. These guys stood still there. They stood still back over here. Malcador moved over here. Look at those poor guys. Glad we don't have templates anymore. Otherwise, they were perfectly shaped for it. These guys, did they move or did they? They did not. They did not move. So they all stood around there onto the target. And that is it for the movement phase. So at the beginning of their turn, they got a point for Crusade for that one and a point for Crusade for this one over here. So that is it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the psychic phase. Starting off, he is going to cast Smite into these guys over here. It goes off. Let me see. All right, my guy is within 24, so he is going to try to deny the witch, looking for an 8. And not getting it, so it goes off. D3 wounds. 2. Now he's going to do Shield of Sanguinus over here. Not getting it with 3. And now he's going to smite into them. Ooh, perils.
I will burn it.
They were going to burn a command point. Let's see if you can roll that. Hey, so that does go off. D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds, brutal. So commands here, he's going to cast, whatever it is, yell. reroll once to him and to them. So that's it for commands. All right, starting off the shooting phase, the Rattling Snipers are going to fire into my Librarian over here. Hitting on 3s, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s, got 1 wound. AP nothing, so 3-up save. He's good with a fill phase. Woo! And then they ran after, because they have a rule where they can shoot and then run, so they ran 4 inches up towards the objective. So his scouts there are going to fire into my chaplain there. So they moved, so that's going to be 5s hitting on 4s. 5 shots hitting on 4s. All right. Well, when you roll 6s like that, it doesn't make a difference. So we've got 4 hits, looking for 4s to wound. We got 2 wounds, no 6s, so 2 3-up saves. And it failed one of them. And then his Warlord trait is on a 6, ignoring wounds. Hey, with the fill phase! Woo! And now his Librarian's going to fire into my Terminators there with 4 shots of the Stormbolter, hitting on 3, so that's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 2 wounds. 2 2-up saves. I made them.
Well, I'll tell you what,
all right.
we will fire the 4 shot. We'll fire the 4 shots.
All right, so his Razorback here is going to fire his 4 shots from the plasma into him, and then he's going to fire the last cannon into him. All right, so here comes. Oh no, okay, taking it back. They're going to fire everything into here with that. So his teammates. Andrew's over here begging. So here's the plasma shots. 1 hit. They weren't overcharged, so wounding on 4. That's a 6. So that's a wound. AP -3. So looking for a 6-up. Showing that fill face. Hey, with the fill face. And the last cannon hitting on a. No, that does not hit. All right, and this one's going to do the same thing. It did move. So we got the plasma shots here hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds. 2 6-up saves. No, those go through. And the last cannon shot does hit. Wounding on 3.
Oh, that's the worst part of this.
No. All right, the Death Company is going to fire into the scouts over here. Hitting on 3s, bolt pistols. All right. Wounding on...
just enough.
Just enough. Wounding on 4s.
2
got 2 wounds. 2 2-up saves. They're good. And then Lemartes is going to fire into him. Hits. No wound. Oh boy, here comes the Malcador and Furnace shooting into my assault squad over there.
The dice are proportional.
Here we go.
Size of the guns.
All right, so those are the heavy flamers, and these are the big old guns.
It'll
So
be 9 of the big guns.
9 of the big guns and 5 of the heavy flamers. All right, so here comes the wounds, looking for 3s and 2s.
Anything but 1s.
All right.
2, 4, 6, 7, and 3 more. So
Okay, so we got 7 that are looking for 6 ups. So 7 6-ups. We got 1, and then 3 4-ups. And I make 2 of those. So 7 guys dead. And it's Storm Bolter's gonna fire.
1 hit.
1 hit. 1 wound. And 1 save. All right, now this squad here is going to fire into my assault squad over there. So what are we going to do first? Crack grenades first. Hitting on 3s, all hits. Wounding on 3s. That one's cocked. I got 2 wounds. AP -1, so 4 ups. Failed 2 of them. And here come the 3 las guns. Hitting on 3s, 2 hits. Wounded on 5s, got 1 wound. 3 up. Yeah, he's good. And the autocannon, that one is cocked. So just reroll that one. No hits. All right, so now we're gonna activate this squad. 2 crack grenades are gonna go into him. Got 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. No wounds. 1 crack grenade over here. That is a hit. Oh no, that's not a hit, sorry. As guns, that's 3 hits. 1 wound. 3 up save. No, failed. And the autocannon into my dreadnought.
Reroll 1s.
Reroll 1s because of the order.
Hits.
So that's 1 hit.
Looking for 4s.
Not a 1. And now the other squad over here is going to fire everything into him except for the autocannon that's going to fire into my assault guy over there. So these are the grenade launchers. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Got 2 wounds. 2 4-ups. They're good. Woo! Las rifles firing in on 3s. 2 hits. No wounds. The autocannon into the guys. That's 2 hits. That's 2 wounds. AP -2, right? Oh, -1. So 2 4-ups. Oh, and he failed 1, so he's dead. All right, now these guys are going to fire all their pistols into my Primaris Lieutenant over here. So we've got... He's a 5-wound character. Yeah. So here we go. Here come all these shots. Hitting on 4s, right?
Yeah, 4s.
Hitting on 4s. All right. Wounding on 5s. So we've got 2 saves. 2 ups. And I failed 1 of them. All right, the Librarian Dreadnought is going to charge into my Terminators and my Interrogator Chaplain over here. So we're going to do Overwatch from the Storm Bolters for the Terminators there. 8 shots, hitting on 6s. Oh, there we go. There we go, because this is what matters here. So we got 3 hits. Strength 4, wounding on 5s. Okay, and then we've got the Assault Cannon. Here we go, here we go. Hitting on 6s. Hey, we got 2. Strength 6, wounding on 5s. Okay, then we got Bolt Pistol from the Interrogator Chaplain. No hit there. His charge distance. And he is totally in. All right, so now the Death Company are going to charge into my scouts over here. So they're going to fire Overwatch. I got 4 shots hitting on 6s. I got 1 fill face. Wounding on a 4. Hey, I got a fill face. That is a mortal wound plus 1 save. One mortal wound plus an addition. And a 3-up save. And he's good with that. So 1 will be dead. Oh, they've got feel no pain? 5 up? No, so 1 will be dead. And now their charge distance is 9 inches. Oh, not in. Do you want to spend a command point?
I'm going to command point this one.
All right, got to command point it. No, and do not make it in.
That's fine, Lemartes.
All right, and now Lemartes is going to charge in. Overwatch again because he didn't engage me. Hitting on 6s. Got 1. Wounding on a 4. Oh, with a fill face, so he takes a mortal wound and his armor save. A 2 up because he's in cover and he's good. And his charge distance is 9 inches. Oh, feel no pain on the mortal wound. And he's good. Okay. And then, so he doesn't take that wound. And now here comes his charge distance of 9 inches. No, does not make it in. But he does reroll. No, still doesn't make it in. All right, so now this squad's going to charge into my guys over here. So 1 bolter and 1 bolt pistol can see them. So overwatching there, hitting on 6s. No, nothing. And their charge distance is not in. And now the second squad's going to do the same thing. Same amount of guys can see him. Got one hit. That is a wound.
5 up.
5 up.
Good to go.
And he's good. And then their charge distance is not in. And now the third squad here is going to charge into them. 2 bolter guys on the side can see him. So 4 shots hitting on 6s. Got 1.
Killing it on Overwatch, Phil.
Oh, no wound. Here comes. He needs this. This is the 8th attempt for a 9. Looking for it. Does he get it? Yeah! Oh, and he gets it, so they're in. So they're starting out the fight phase. The Librarian's going to attack into my Terminators there. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, hitting on 2s, sorry. Okay, so that's 3 hits, thankfully.
I'm using the halberd.
Using the halberd, so it's strength plus 2, right? So it becomes strength 10. Oh, okay, strength plus 4. So strength 10. So wounding on 2s. All right, so that's 2 wounds. 2 minus 4, so looking for 5 up invul saves. And I make 1 of them. All right, so now these guys moved in. They piled in to bringing in my my Razorback there. But all their attacks are going to go into the Marines. So the pink ones are going to be the Lance attacks. The other ones are going to be all their other attacks. So hitting on 3s, right? Oh, hitting on 4s. All right, we'll come back to you with that one.
Wounded on 3s, and these are going to be
all right, and now the pink ones are going to be wounded on 3s. The grays are going to be wounding on 5s. All right, so we got 3 wounds. AP minus 2 on the pink ones, right?
Yep.
All right, so AP minus 2 on the pink ones. So those are looking for 5 ups. Making 1 of them. And then 1 3 up. And no, I failed that one, so 2 did. All right, so now these guys are going to attack into there. We got 5 attacks from them, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on
Get out of here,
3s. Not until I kill you. 4 wounds. All right, 4 5 ups.
5 ups.
Makes 3 of them. You get out of here. And the Razorback's coming in here. 3 attacks hitting on 6s, showing them fill faces. Nope, no fill faces, okay. So now the Terminators are gonna attack into there. So we got 4 attacks hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s and 2s. All right, so we got 3 hits. Wounding on strength 8, so wounding on 3s. Okay, we got 1 wound.
Not great, Bob.
Not great. AP minus 3. He's good. And now the Interrogator Chaplain's going to swing in. 3 attacks hitting on 2s. All hits. Strength 6, wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound. And a 4 is good. All right, so morale phase. He is going to roll. He lost 3 guys this turn, so 3 plus 1 is 4. He is good to go. So that is it. That's the only people that have to take morale tests. So that is it for the Force the Narrative guys' turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. These guys stood still. He stood still. He moved up. He moved up over this way. He shot up over this way. He moved around here. They fell back over that way. He stayed there in combat. These guys stood still. They moved up over there, and they stood in combat. And that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so now he is going to smite into the horses over here. Looking for 5. Not getting it. Womp womp. And now he's going to cast Aversion onto his Razorback there. No, 5 will not get it. So that is it for pretty miserable psychic phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, we're going to start off the shooting phase with these guys shooting into the Malcador there with the multi-meltas. The red is going to have the Signum, so they moved, so they're heavy. So the greens are going to be hitting on 4s, red's going to be hitting on 3s. Okay. I'm going to spend a command point. Of course. All right, so 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Okay, 1 wound. AP minus 4. Does it go through?
So I've got a 6 up.
A 6 up. And he's good. Nope, he doesn't get that, so it just goes through. So, looking for 2d6, take the highest. 5 wounds. All right, so now my plasma cannons are going to fire into his Malcador. 4d3 shots. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so they got 9 shots, hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on strength 7, toughness 8, so wounding on 5s. Whoa, get back here. We got 2 wounds, AP minus 3.
So
2 6 ups. Makes one of them. My Razorback is going to fire his twin assault cannons into those guys over there. So we've got 12 shots, hitting on 4s because he moved. Alrighty, that one was cocked. Alrighty, make it easy. Strength 6, wounding on 2s. Alright, so we've got 6 wounds, AP minus 1. So, what is it, 4 up saves then?
Yeah.
Oh, failed all 5 ups, so he made one of them. And now my grav cannon guy is going to fire into the other squad over there. So we got 4 shots, hitting on 3s. 4 hits. Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. We got 3 wounds, AP minus 1. No, AP minus, hold on. All right, so yeah, it's AP minus 3, so 3 guys are dead. All right, these guys here are gonna fire into his scouts over there. So we got 6 shots here, hitting on 3s. All right, that's 6 hits. Wounding on 3s. All right, we got 5 wounds, AP minus 3, plus 2 for being in cover. So AP minus 1, so it's 5 up saves.
5 of them?
5 ups.
Oh, man.
And he makes one of them, so they're not totally dead. All right, my scouts are going to fire into Lemartes over here. So we got 4 shots, hitting on 3s. Into Lemartes. They're firing into Lemartes. The scouts.
Oh, snipers.
Snipers, yes, yes. So we got 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Toughness 4, right? Yeah, so wounding on 4s. I got 1 wound. 2 up save because he's in cover. He's good. He's going to fire his pistol into the ratlings over there. No hit. And he's going to do the same. That is a hit.
Is he engaged right now?
That is a wound. No. So that is a wound plus 2 to your save because he's in cover.
Into the ratlings?
Yeah.
They're good.
They're good. All right, he's going to shoot his pistol into the librarian there. It's cocked. That's a hit. No wound. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my lieutenant's going to charge into them. He's in, and so is my librarian, who is also in. All right, so now these guys are going to charge into the sniper and into the Razorback. So the sniper overwatch, hitting on a 6. Nope, no hit there. 2 shots, 4 shots, right? Because they're close times.
That's right.
All right, so that's 2 hits. Strength 7. So we got 1 wound. AP minus 3. Looking for a 6 up. No fill face. And then the last cannon. No hit there. So their charge distance is totally in. All right, we're going to start the fight phase over here. My Knightmaster is going to attack into his scout with 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, so that's 2 hits. Wounding on strength plus 1, so wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds. 2 wounds, AP minus 1. So 2 5 ups. No, he is dead.
So close.
And then the 4 attacks from the other knights into the Razorback there. So it's 4 attacks hitting on 3s. That one is cocked. All right, so that's 3 hits. Strength plus 1, strength 5, so wounding on 5s. No wounds there. Womp womp. All right, so now he is going, my primary lieutenant is going to attack into the horses there. So we got 4 attacks hitting on 2s. That's all hits. Strength 4, toughness 3, so wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of himself. Nope. So we got 3 wounds, AP minus 3. All right, so no save. So the one guy who's wounded is going to take 1, and then 1 other guy will be dead. And now my librarian's going to attack. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 3s. All right, so that's 1 wound, AP minus 3, so D3 wounds because it's a 4 sword. 2 wounds, so another one is dead. All right, so now we're going to start with my Terminators over there. So we got 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling 1s and 2s. All right. Wounding on 3s.
We are now.
Got 2 wounds. 2 AP minus 3, so 2. Oh, well done. All right, so his librarian is going to attack into my Terminators over here, hitting on 2s. All right, so that's 3 hits.
Wounded on 2.
Wounding on 2s. All right, so that's 3 wounds. 3 5-up saves. Made none of them. So 3 wounds each, right? So they are dead. So now my Razorback's going to attack into his guys over here, hitting on 6s.
Get out of here, Phil.
Yeah, got a Phil face. Strength 6, wounding on a 2. Rerolling 1s because of the Primaris Lieutenant. Yes, that's a wound. 5-up save. Oh, and he's good. All right, so now these guys are going to attack into my Librarian over here. So hitting on 4s. That one's cocked, yep. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, is that 5 hits? Strength 3, right? Yep. So wounding on 5s. We got 3 wounds. 3-up armor saves. No, and he's dead. All right, now my Interrogator Chaplain is going to go. 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of himself. Okay. Wounding on 5s. No wound there. And the Razorback attacks back. Hitting on 6s, nothing there. All right, so these guys have to take a morale test. 5, so they lose 1 more guy. All right, so that is it for the Dark Angels turn here. We will move on to come back to you after movement phase for the Force Narrative guys here on turn 3. All right, movement phase here for the Force Narrative guys. These guys moved up here. These guys moved up here. Lemartes moved up over this way. He fell back from combat over this way. Death Company are coming up here to try to take out my snipers. His Razorback moved up over this way. They stayed locked in combat. These guys disembarked from here. Those guys disembarked from there, and then he fell back from combat. These guys stood still, right? Over here? They did. And then these guys moved over this way. The Ratleys stayed still. These guys, we actually forgot to show one of these guys, one of the squads here actually lost a guy in to morale phase, and then the others, they just kind of, did they move over here, I think, right?
Just these 2 assault grenade launchers.
The 2 grenade launcher guys step back over that way. Yeah. So that is it for the movement phase. They scored 1 point for the thing.
Right now it's 3-2.
The score is 3-2. So we will move on now to the psychic phase. Starting out the second phase, he is going to cast Smite into my chaplain there. Goes off with a 6, so D3 wounds. 1 wound. 6-up Warlord trait. No Phil face that time. And now he is going to cast Blood Boil onto my Interrogator Chaplain there on a 5. It goes off. So what is this now?
Roll 3 dice and have to equal or exceed your toughness.
All right, so 3 on. They need to equal or exceed my toughness. So looking for 4 betters.
Each one's
all right, so 1 mortal wound. All right. 6-up Warlord trait. No, goes through. And his Primaris, not Librarian, Psyker is going to cast Smite onto there, so it goes off with a 5. D3 wounds. 1 wound.
Here's the shooting.
All right, so the Malcador is going to fire his big flamer and 1 heavy flamer into these guys. He's going to fire a heavy flamer and Storm Wilter there. So onto the Melta guys.
So 6
all right,
and
so 6 and 6.
12.
All right, wounded on 2s and 3s.
Everything.
Oh, everything.
These are 6-ups.
Those are going to be 5-ups because they're in cover, right?
First cover save with a flamer, right?
No.
Oh, does it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's going to be, because it's AP minus 3. So it's going to be 5-ups on those. So we got 6 5-ups and then 6 3-ups because of cover. Correct. Yeah. So we got 6 5-ups. No, failed them all. So our fate made 1, so failed 5. They did. And then into these guys, heavy flamer, 5 shots. Wounding on 3s. So we've got 2 wounds. AP minus 1. They're out of cover there, so 4-ups. Failed 1. And the Storm Bolter. All miss. All right, so the snipers are going to fire into my bikers there. They moved, so hitting on 4s. All right, pretty good. So we got 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. Ooh, we got 1, so that's 1 mortal wound, so 1 will be dead. And then 1 2-up save because they're in cover there. They're good. And now this Razorback here is going to fire into my bikers. It moved, so we got 4 shots from the plasma. Hitting, last cannon first, so hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. +1, -3, so looking for a 5-up. No, goes through. D6 wounds. 5 wounds. And the plasma.
Team 4s?
Hitting on 3s. Yeah, but still.
That's right.
1 hit. Strength 7. Wounding on 3s. That's a wound. 5 up save. No good. And now the bolter guys are going to fire into there. So we got 10 shots coming in here. Hitting on 3s. All right. Pretty good. And then wounding on 5s. So you got 2 saves, 2 2-ups. I'm not going to roll you a 1. Oh, that was close. I almost rolled you a 1. All right, so he is going to fire into my biker with the last cannon first. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. No wound. And then the plasma. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. All right, so we got 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. Ooh, 4 wounds. 4 5-up saves. He needs to make all of them or he's dead. No, yeah, no. Oh, no. 2 1s. He did. Womp womp. All right, the Rattlings are going to fire into the Primaris guy, hitting on 3s. I got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's 1 wound. 3-up save. He's good with a filth face. Woo! All right, so these 5 guys are going to fire into my Primaris Lieutenant. Hitting on 5s or 4s. So we got 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. He failed 1. And then these 5 are shooting into my Razorback. All right. No, nothing there. Lemartes is firing the Razorback.
Oh, man.
Cocked.
The suspense.
The suspense. No, does he hit on 2s?
I don't think he does.
Oh, we gotta check that.
He hits on.
Yep, no, he missed. These guys back here are gonna fire into the tactical squad over here with everything. So we got the 3 crack grenades going in, hitting on 3s. So we got 2 hits, wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound, AP -1. 4 up. They're good. And the last guns. We got 2 hits, 1 wound. They're good with a filth face. Auto cannon. 1 hit, 1 wound. No save. The Death Company are gonna fire into my scouts. 5 shots, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds.
Statistically average.
2 2-up saves. Failed 1. All right, the squad back there is going to fire auto cannon into him, into my Razorback, and the 2 grenade launchers that are left into my grav cannon guy. So the auto cannon shots, I got 1 hit, no wound, and then the 2 grenade launchers, no hits there. Reroll 1s, no, still nothing. And then the other squad over here is going to fire everything into him except for the auto cannon that's going to go into my Razorback. So we got the frag grenades. So
it's going to be 10 shots.
10 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s.
Rerolling 1s for the order.
Rerolling 1s because of the order. Okay.
Not good, Bob.
Not great. All right. Strength 3, wound up 5s. We got 2 wounds. Should have brought my dice. 2 3-ups. And he's good. Woo! All right. And now we've got the auto cannon firing into him. So that's 2 hits. That is 1 wound. Wait, toughness, strength 7. Strength 7, so that's 1 wound. Looking for 4 up. He's good. And the last pistol into him. That's a hit. That is no wound. So that's it for the shooting phase. On to the assault phase. The Death Company are charging into my scouts. 3 shots in Overwatch, hitting on 6s. Oh, I got that fill face. Wounding on a 4. No wound there. Their distance is probably totally in. Oh, man. And Lemartes is going to charge into my Razorback there. Overwatch, hitting on 6s. I got 1. Strength 5, toughness 4, looking for a 3. That's a wound. That is not a save. No pain. No, he takes it. So he takes 1 pain. But it's charge distance.
Come on.
And he's totally in. So these guys are going to charge into this guy over here, his Overwatch. It is not hit. And then, did you roll? Nope. All right, here comes their charge distance. 6 inches, might get in, we'll check it. And then these guys are going to go into the primary serene. They did make it, by the way. So here goes the primary serene. Nope. They are in. All right, so starting off the fight phase, these guys are going to attack into my my tactical marine there. So we got 5 attacks coming in here, or 5 5 lance shots, and then a whole bunch of other shots here. So
the lances are the big dice.
Lances are the pink dice. So hitting on 4s. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, wounding on what was it? 3s and 5s. So we got one save, but AP -2, right? So looking for a 5-up. Come on, buddy, you can do it. No, I'm gonna spend a command point. No, come on! So now the Death Company are activate. We're gonna go with the Chainsword guys first. They got 2 attacks base, plus 2 of them. These are the guys with the Chainswords, so they get 3 attacks total. Hitting on 3s. All right.
6s for Chainswords?
No, they don't do anything. Hold on a second. All right, so just 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound. 1 4-up. No, failed that. Now the guy with the power sword hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4. No, nothing there. And now 2 guys with power fist hitting on 4s. We got 1 hit. Wounding on a... Oh, he's going to command point reroll one of them?
Have to.
No. So we got 1 hit wounding on a 2. That's a wound. And yeah, he did. All right, now Lemartes is going to attack in here. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Hitting on 2s, I'm sorry. So that's 5 hits. Crozius, right?
It's a blood Crozius.
A blood Crozius.
Special rolls.
Ooh, special.
Wounds on 5s.
Wounds on 5s, okay. Oh, and that was cocked. So 3 wounds. AP.
Yeah, strength 6, -2.
AP -2, so looking for 5-ups. I made 2 of them. D3 damage. 1 damage. And now his other horses here are going to attack into my Primaris Lieutenant. Hitting on 4s, we'll come back to you with that. And looking for 5s and 3s. All right, that one's cocked over there. All right, so that's 2 regular saves, so 2 3-up saves. That one is cocked. That's good. And then you got 3 AP -2, right? So 3 5-up saves. Cocked. And I failed 2 of them, but he's... Oh, these are D3 damage. Oh, D3 damage. Yeah, he did. Womp womp.
Here's mine.
Now his Librarian's going to activate.
3 attacks.
3 attacks hitting on 2s. It's all hits. Wounding on 2s. That one's cocked.
Be the one.
All right, so 3 AP -4, so 3 4-up Rosaria saves. Has he been praying to the Emperor properly? Has he been properly devotional here? Looking for 4-ups. Show me them 4-ups. Oh, failed 1.
So close.
Ah, it's 3 damage. All right, 3 damage. Wait, there's still a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. All right, here we go. He's got the 6-up. Ignoring the moon. Show me that fill face. Show me that fill faces. No! I'm gonna spend. Did I use a command point? Hold on a second. Oh, using it in the assault phase, so I can't use a command repoint. So he's dead, and that is Slay the Warlord. And now we're gonna activate him. Here we go. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh yeah. Wounding on 4s. Oh, falling off there. Stay on the die. No wound. Womp womp. All right, the driver inside is going to open his door into Lemartes over there. Hitting on 6s. Showing the fill faces. Got 1. Strength 6. Wounded on 3. That's a wound with a fill face. Oh, and he's good with that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that's the end of the fight phase. So we'll come back to you with the morale phase. All right, so he lost 3 of his bros there. So 3 plus 3 is 6, and he is good to go. So that is it for the Force the Narrative guy's turn here on turn 3. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. These guys stood still. He stood still. He moved up over that way. He moved up over this way. He stayed in combat, and he stayed in combat, and that is it. That's all I got left. So we will come back to you. My Secker's dead, so we'll just come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting out, he's going to shoot a pistol into their face. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wound on a 4. That is not a wound. All right, so starting out on the shooting phase here, these guys are going to fire into his Malcador. So we got 4 D3 shots.
Stop it, Phil.
All right, so we got 43. 43 shots! All right. All right, so 10 shots, hitting on 3s. All right. Wow, pretty good. Strength 7, toughness 8 though, right? So wounding on 5s. Oh, wow!
What are you doing?
Wow! This is where all of my luck is gone. All right, so you have 8 AP minus 3. 8 6-up saves. Failed all of them, so he is dead. Does he explode, though? Oh, boy. No, he does not, because it's a 4-up.
I'm gonna burn a
He's going to burn a command point to try to get... Hold on a second. All right, he's going to command point that. No, he doesn't blow up. All right. All right, so now his my Dreadnought here is going to fire Heavy Flamer into the Ratlings, and actually he's going to fire the Assault Cannon into these guys over here.
These 5 horses?
Yeah, the five horses over there. So we're going to go with the Heavy Flamer into the Ratlings first.
Aren't they? They're still locked in with
2 attacks. All right, so it's 2 hits onto them with the Heavy Flamer. But I can't shoot these guys with there because they're still locked in with him. So here comes the Heavy Flamer hit. So Strength 5, Toughness 2, right? So wounding on 2s. All right, we got 2 wounds. AP minus 1, plus 2 for cover. They are good. And now he's going to fire the Assault Cannon into these guys here. Hitting on 3s because he moved. All right, so we got 5 hits. Wound, Strength 6, Toughness 3, so wounding on 2s. All right, so we've got 4 wounds, AP minus 1. So 4 6 ups. Failed all of them, so that is 2 dead. And my Twin Assault Cannon is going to fire into his squad over here. So we got 12 shots hitting on 4s because he moved. All right, that is...
Karma gods are out for you.
There we go. That is 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. Okay. 1 wound. And he's good. Now he's going to fire into the wounded squad. So we got 4 shots hitting on 3s. That one's cocked. All right. 3 hits. Strength 5, wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds. AP minus 3.
So I have no saves.
Got no saves, so 2 are just dead. And now my into the assault phase, my Dreadnought's going to charge into his Rough Riders and into his Ratlings. So which one's going to first? Ratlings? Ratlings hitting on 6s. Got 1 hit. No wounds. And then the other guys over here with the pistols. No hits there. His charge distance is totally in. All right, so starting the fight phase, my Dreadnought's going to put 2 into his Ratlings and 2 into his horsies over here. So we're going to go with the ones into the Ratlings first. 2 attacks, hitting on 2s. You got 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds, so that's just going to be 2 dead. And then he's going to have 2 into here, into them, hitting on 2s. That's 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That is 2, I think they're 3 or D3. Hold on a second. They're 3 each, so that is 2 dead. All right. And then I'm going to activate him first. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. That one's cocked. All right, 2 hits, wounding on 4s. You got 1 wound.
Oh, man.
Oh, and he failed it. Ignoring wound. No, he is dead. And now they're going to activate here, so we're going to go with the 1 chainsword guy first, right?
2 chainsword guys.
2 chainsword guys left. So hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound. 1 4-up save. He's good. Woo! And now the Power Fist hitting on 4s. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, here we go. You can roll 4 1s. There's a chance.
You know.
No, that didn't happen, so he's dead. All right, so now my Razorback's going to attack into Lemartes over there. 3 attacks, hitting on 6s. Open that door. Yeah, he's opening that door. Wounded on 3s. Okay, we got 1 wound. And he failed the save. Feel no pain. Nope, he heard it. Opened that door right into his face. All right, so these guys are going to activate into the Razorback over here. Hitting on 4s. All right. That whole section was not good. And then wounding on 6s. No, nothing there. Lemartes is going to activate. Hitting on 2s, that's all hits. Yeah, it's all good. Strength 6, so wounding on 5s. We've got 2 wounds, AP minus 2, so 2 5-ups. I've made one of them. D3 damage, 3 damage.
So here's the horse.
All right, so here comes the horse's attacks. 2 hits. Nothing. Strength right 3. Yeah. And then the ratling gets to attack back. That's a hit. That is a wound.
Get him.
3 up. Yeah. No. Venerable save. The Phil face. Oh, come on. Who does that? All right, so that is it for the turn here. We're going into the morale phase. We'll go into the horse guy here. He lost 4 guys for this turn because he shot him and then so 4 plus
7, 4 plus
6, and he is gone. And then onto the ratling is gone as well.
6,
yeah, his 5. So he is gone as well. All right, so that is it for the Dark Angels turn here on turn. Whatchamacallit, what is the turn? Turn 3. So we'll move on. Come back to you after movement phase for the Force Narrative guys here on turn 4. All right, movement phase. These guys all moved over this way, fell back from combat with him. These guys shot over this way. He's underneath there. It's just can't fit him under there, so he's underneath right under there. And these guys are all moving up over this way. They all stood still except for
This stood
those
still.
guys.
The Razorback stood still.
Oh yeah, the Razorback stood still. He moved. And then these guys stood still, except they moved around back there onto their objective. Those are all dead guys. These guys here moved around here. These guys all stood still, right?
Yep, nobody moved.
Nobody moved over there, and that is it.
These guys did scoot over.
Yeah, these guys did scoot over this way. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, the Primaris Psyker is going to cast Smite into my Razorback. Looking for 5. Oh, perils. So D3 mortal wounds.
Do I?
2 mortal wounds. And now he's going to smite into here. That goes off, so D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. And now he's going to have Shield of Sanguinus. Goes off. All right, starting off the shooting phase, he's going to fire his plasma into my Razorback and then the las cannon into my Dreadnought. So the plasma first, hitting on 3s. Got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. 6 up save. Yeah, with a Phil first. Woo! And the last cannon is the Dreadnought. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. AP -3, so looking for a 6 up. Show me that Phil first. No, goes through. D6 wounds. 4 wounds, so 4 venerable saves. Now show me more Phil faces. Or no Phil faces. And now he's going to fire everything into my Dreadnought over here. So the last cannon first. That is a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 6 up save. Show me that Phil first. No, the opposite. I'm going to spend my last command point because why not? No, that's why not. D6 wounds. 5 wounds. Come on. All right. So here it is. I've got 3 wounds left. If I get 3 Phil faces, he's still alive. Show me that Phil faces. No, I got 1. So he is dead. Does he explode? No, he does not. He's just dead. Womp womp. Now he's going to fire his last cannon into the Razorback over here, and then the plasma into this guy over here.
I'm not going to plasma. I'm just going to last cannon over there.
What? Okay. All right.
I want the charge.
Oh, he wants the charge. Oh, okay. So, so just the last cannon into him because of strategery. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That is a wound. 6 up save. Show me that Phil first. No, it goes through. D6 wounds. Oh, 1 wound. Their last command point. Re-rolling that. Back into a 1. As is appropriate. That's what command points do.
Oh, start support group for command point depression.
Command point re-rolls of 1s into other ones are like 90% back into 1s. Is what I feel like. Oh boy. All right, so these guys are going to fire the grenade launchers and the autocannon into my Razorback. So
the autocannons are the big dice.
Autocannons are the big dice.
Looking for 3.
Looking for 3s.
Everything hits?
Everything hits. All right. 4s on the autocannons, right?
The autocannon.
Oh, the autocannon did move. Everyone else did. Okay. So here we go. Wounding on 5s and 4s. All right.
2.
So we got 2 wounds.
-1. They're both -1.
They're both -1.
So this one's going to do 2 damage, and this one's going to do D3.
All right. So we'll do the autocannon first. So AP -1, looking for a 4 up. Nope. So it's 2 damage, and then the other one looking for a 4 up. Nope. So 3 total damage. Oh, D3 damage.
So 2.
So 2. So a total of 4 damage. Womp womp. All right, this squad here is going to shoot everything into the Razorback.
Here's the 3 grenade launchers.
The 3 grenade launchers, hitting on threes.
1 hit, looking for a 5.
Looking for a 5, got a wound.
-1.
AP -1, so looking for a 4 up. He's good with a fill face. Woo! The autocannon, re-rolling 1s.
1 hit.
That's a hit. That is that is not a wound, right? No, it is a wound. Oh, it is a wound. Strike 7. Yep. So looking for a 4 up. He makes it. And now the last gunshots hitting on 3s. There you go. Looking for 6s.
6s, come on.
No, nothing there. Now these guys are going to fire everything into them. So looking for the autocannon and the crack grenade. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the order. All right. Wounding on 5s and 4s. All right, got 1 wound. AP -1, right? So looking for a 4 up. Yeah, he's good. And now, that's it for the shooting phase. So he is going to, his librarian dreadnought's going to charge into my Razorback over there. So firing Overwatch here, hitting on 6s. I can kill him if I get all of these and then wound on all of these, and he fails all of his saves. So let's see if that happens. No, I got, whoop, that one's cocked. That one was a 6. So I got 1 hit. Strength 5, looking for a 5. No, nothing there. Yeah. Shh, don't blow my dreams, okay? No wounds. At his charge distance, 5 inches should be in. So he is in. So he will come in, and we'll keep moving on. Now his Razorback's going to charge in. 4 inches is probably still in, yep, so he is in. And that Razorback's going to charge in.
Take you across the board, Andrew.
11 inches. And now the Death Company are charging in with their power fist.
So
gross. All right, now his company commander is going to charge into my Razorback. I'm going to shoot with the twin assault cannon. Hitting on 6s.
Full face.
Show me, got 1 out of 12. Wounding on it, is he toughness 4 or 3? Tough 3, so looking for a 2. That is a wound, AP -1.
5 up.
5 up, he's good. And his charge, 6 inches, is probably going to be in.
More than
now the primary psychic is going to charge, is totally in. Now the veteran squad is going to charge in. All right, so now we're going to go into the fight phase. His dreadnought is going to attack first. So
here's the librarian dreadnought.
The librarian dreadnought's attacking, hitting on 2s. So that is 3 hits.
Strength 10, wounded on 3s.
Strength 10, wounded on 3s. Got 2 wounds. AP -4, so that just goes through. 3 wounds, so it is totally dead. So, does it explode? Show me that, Phil, first. Yeah, it does explode! We'll come back to you with that. All right, we're gonna start here. D3 into the Death Company. 3. So 3 feel no pains. Nope, they feel all of that pain. Into the Razorback over here. 1 into his librarian. 1 into the other Razorback. 1. What? All right, now his Primaris Psyker is going to attack into my Razorback over here with his 4-staff, hitting on 3s. Oh, no hits. Company Commander hitting on 3s. Those are all hits. Looking for 6s. We got 1 wound. 3 up. He's good. And then everyone else, 7 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Yep.
All right, 3 hits and no wounds. All right, so now he's going to attack back into the Primaris Librarian. Not Librarian. Primaris Psyker. I keep saying that. Somebody. He knows the Psyker stuff. All right, so D3 attacks. 3 attacks. Looking for them fill faces. Getting 1. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound with a fill face. That means something, right? His full save. Oh, no. Yeah, he did. Or not dead, but he's wounded. All right, so at the end of this turn here, his Death Company, because of that explosion, have to take morale. So 6 plus, that's 8. So re-roll because then they shall know no fear, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yep, re-roll.
They shall know no fear.
And he's good. And that is the end of the Force the Narrative guy's turn here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, so movement phase for the Dark Angels. These guys stood still. He stood still, and he fell back from combat, and that's it. That's all I got. So I did score the 1 point, so it's 6-5. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 4. All right, start off the shooting phase. He's going to fire into the squad over here. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. All hits. Strength 5, wounded on 3s. We got 2 wounds. So AP -3. So no save, right? 5 base, no save. So that's 2 guys dead. All right, so now these guys here are gonna fire into his horses there. So we got 4d3 shots. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so 8 shots hitting on 3s. All right, that's why we don't supercharge. All right, wounding on 2s. All right, so 4 AP -3, so 2 are just dead. All right, I had a 1-1 in there.
I think so.
That is another wound, so it puts another wound. My Primaris Lieutenant that I've been forgetting to shoot this entire time is going to shoot his horses. So 2 shots hitting on 3s. Okay, got 1 hit. Wounding on a strength 4, wound on 3. That's a wound. AP nothing? No, so it goes through 2 damage, but the 1 guy's dead. All right, so at the end of the turn, we have the morale phase for these guys. They lost 3, so 3 + 3 is 6, and they are good to go. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call this one, because at this point, I am holding my objective here, so we'll split that one. But they have First Blood. They have...
We're going to call it. We got to assume that we're going to jump over there and murder those guys.
I mean, I'm not going to assume that, obviously. I don't assume anything. Yeah, if you listen to their telling of this battle on their podcast, they have moved over, slaughtered everyone to a man, and taken it over. And we held strong, but it just wasn't enough to win the victory. Yeah, just resolutely held strong, but not enough for the victory. So this is a victory to the Forge of the Narrative, guys. So I had a blast with this game. It was a ton of fun. Ridiculous rolling on both sides. A lot of fill faces and a lot of 1s. So ridiculous. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, so I really got to thank these guys for having me up here, and it was a ton of 5. Yeah, sure, we got you on the faces. There you go. There you go. Hey, you actually get to see them. That's the Forge of the Narrative guys. So now when you hear their podcast, you actually have faces to put to the to it. So whether that's good or not for you or not. So yeah, whether that's a good thing or not, now you know what they look like. So yeah, check out their podcast. I'll have links to the down below. They also release their podcast on YouTube as well. So if you prefer to just listen to things on YouTube, I'll have the link to their channel as well. So yeah, go check out their stuff. It's really great. I was really thankful for having them up here, having me here, and having a battle report with some fantastic looking armies, and in a great place. So thank you guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponents have been Andrew and Paul from Forge the Narrative. And until next time, have fun.